Yeah, so what I'm going to do in this video is show you how to remove these broken GM heater hose quick couplers. This intake manifold came off a Chevy truck with a 350 engine in it, but they're also used on a lot of different GM cars. And the original one's made out of aluminum, the new one's made out of steel. And the customer, the auto parts store sold the customer this tool and told him it'll take it right out, but no, it won't. All this tool's going to do is expand this in the hole and make it harder to come out. So what you want to do is take a jigsaw and you want to cut into it in several different places until it's just barely touching the threads. Okay, so that's one spot. I'm not going to show the whole thing. I'm going to do it probably like in 3 places. So then what you're going to do is take a hammer and a chisel and you're going to break these pieces out of here. That one's coming out of there. Pull this one piece out with those pliers. There's still a little piece in here. Almost all of it's out of there. Yeah, I just took a hammer and screwdriver and knocked the other 2 little tiny pieces out of there. So now what you're going to want to do is run a tap through there. But this is an aluminum intake. You don't want to go down too far. You just want to clean the threads up and that's it. These get really nasty, they're all corroded up and everything else. Yeah, I didn't cut into the threads at all on this. But even if you do cut into the threads a tiny little bit, it won't matter, and I'll show you why. Yeah, and this turned out real good. Yeah, and the customer also had the one break off in the water pump, but he just replaced the water pump himself. And when I put these in, I always put some gasket sealer on here. So if you cut into the threads a tiny little bit, it won't matter. It won't leak. The threads on this are in perfect shape. Then when you tighten this down, you don't want to tighten it down too tight or you'll crack the intake. And that's about all there is to that. Oh, and this also will work on anything that has pipe threads and there's a piece broke off in it. It doesn't have to be on an intake.